What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. You know who I am and you know what I does. I represent them Los Angeles Lakers for life, hence the banner to my side. It has been an up and down 4 days for Dallas Maverick fans out there. And it went out on a thud, but there was some good things to take away from this, and there were some not so good things. But you should be pretty used to those because basically they lost the game after a phenomenal series, between them and the Rockets, earlier in the season, and that fantastic 11-point one-man comeback, that onslaught by Luka Doncic. Everybody was hype and ready to see this game, but with so much turnover, with the different players on the roster for the Dallas Mavericks, and the coach not really putting a heavy hand on implementing the system into place so that those new guys can get integrated into it much quicker, instead of just we're just playing on the fly, and we're gonna blame it on we don't have any days of practice, these new guys, so you just leave it up to chance. No, you should already have an established system into place. This isn't your first year coaching. I'm talking about you, Rick Carlisle. This guy, he really needs to go because this isn't signs of a good coaching crew that he has in place. They did a pretty good job of controlling James Harden, but I think their defensive scheme that they used was a little bit much. I mean, they were just throwing double teams. I've heard on there's rumors that he's kind of hurt right now. He's not 100%, so he wasn't gonna go. He would have told him when to go. He wasn't gonna go at these guys and get 60 points and a 60-point triple-double. But he was kind of playing, like possum. He was like, yeah, I'm just, halfway. I'm cruising through this. He's got Chris Paul back. He doesn't want to overuse Chris Paul, but it allows him to chill out just a little bit more and recover while still playing the games. He's using him as a decoy. And they just took the bait. The Mavs took the bait. They were double teaming him 4 or 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Listen, nobody else on the Rockets by themselves, if you have to give them the ball and make them create offense, Chris Paul can do it, but he's not going to try to be superhuman right now. He's going to go right back onto the injured list, and everybody else is suspect. Eric Gordon can get a few points. Okay, Austin Rivers can get a few buckets, but the rest of the guys on the team, they're not consistent enough to beat you. Of course they're going to get buckets, get points, and oh man, you shouldn't have left them. You shouldn't have let them play one. Hey, listen, I'll take Eric Gordon playing one-on-one the whole game, and we guarding James Harden one-on-one the whole game. I think we can win with that, hobbled Harden. But they kept sending double teams, and that made it easy for the rest of the guys. Now, thank God, for the Mavericks, it didn't really work out that way. Because there was only a couple. Austin Rivers came off the bench, and Gerald Green, Houston's own, this guy came out there and balled out. They were double teaming James Harden. He was getting a rock and he was lighting them boys up, driving to the hole. But that jumper was wet. It was wet, and they didn't really have any answers for that. And they kept over double teaming James Harden. I'm still hot. Came back into the game later. I'm still hot. He was knocking them shots down. So that was a problem. That's something that never. I'm just not into double teaming unless the rest of the team is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I'm not a fan of over double teaming people. Make them show me that you can get 60 point triple double. And if you beat me that way, man, hey, and I got different guys switching off on you, and we're playing hellified defense. Hey, I can live with that. I can live with that. But I don't think so. If he gets 60, who else is scoring? He's got to have the ball in his hands the entire time. And he's going to be man, I need some more help. I just ran out of gas. He had a phenomenal night, but it just wasn't enough to beat the team play of the Dallas Mavericks. See, that's what I wanted to hear after the game. Did not get to hear that. But the main reason why these people, like I said, that they lost this game is because of Rick Carlisle. He doesn't have them earlier during the, I don't understand. Earlier during the year, he was one of the few coaches that really had his lineups and his rotations down. The starters, they're all going to play 31 or 32 minutes. The guys off the bench, 5 guys off the bench, they will play 16 or 17 minutes. It's like every game I'm looking at, I'm like, man, he is consistent. He's consistent. You get consistent results. I know who I'm going to be playing with. I know their tendencies. I know when I'm going into the game. I know when I'm coming out. I don't have to worry about should I take this shot or not take that shot, because the time, regardless, whether I'm on fire, I'm ice cold, I'm still going to get the same run every single night. It allows you to relax and to get comfortable, kind of like some of the Lakers did, after the trade deadline finally passed, and Dwight Powell. And he was like, oh, I'm not getting moved. Feeling great. Now he's just been exploding. I'm like every single game. This guy, man, like he's trying to get 6th man of the year. I mean, he is awesome right now. But that's one of the main problems. I mean, Maximilian Kleber only played like 20-something minutes. And then you got Doncic, who played like 36 minutes. Dorian Finney-Smith played 36 minutes. Tim Hardaway, he had a couple of pretty good games. But then, it was like he only played like 20-something minutes today. That doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm trying to get Jalen Brunson to be more aggressive. And he only took 4 shots today. Took 4 shots. I think he went 4 for 4. You can't be a starting guard when the problem is y'all are getting outscored. You need people to take more shots, and you need to be more evenly distributed, so they can't just double team on somebody and it has to be all on their shoulders, a la Luka Doncic, which is a problem.
What will Luka Doncic and the new look Mavs do against the Rockets? Oh, James Harden, you might be familiar with this. Step back, wet. You know what that is. At the beginning of the first quarter already, PJ Tucker, he's real handsy. Oh my God, he slapped him like 2 or 3 times. Still got the bucket. He's too big, too strong, too good for PJ Tucker. Oh, look at the D. Oh, good D. Not good enough, though. Wet. Look at Luka Doncic. Just wide open to 3. Wide open spaces. Oh, look, he said using pick and roll. Oh, he said, oh, okay, they gonna switch somebody else off on me. We're gonna run pick and roll with the big dirt today. Oh, through the legs, the razzle dazzle, and the knockdown in your face, Hartenstein. That is outrageous. In the past, the Dirkinator for the trade. Oh, look, they're coming with the double team. Oh, 3 people. Leave people wide open spaces. Dwight Powell is he is feasting after the trade deadline pass, and he's still with Luka dunks it with the throwdown. I love it. What a pass. Oh my God. The vision is incredible. The combination of Dwight Powell and Luka Doncic is off the meter right now. Look at this right here. Oh, James Harden said, oh, you know what? That's enough of this. That is enough of this Luka Doncic talk. Y'all in my home city. I can't just let you come over here and bring y'all Luka Magic over here. You need to fear the beard. Oh, behind the back. Oh, PJ Tucker leaving people wide open spaces. Jalen Brunson he's just sitting over there for the, oh my God. Oh, he missed it. I thought that for sure that was going in. Good pass to the streaking Jalen Brunson. He goes through the lane. Looks like he says, oh, we could give the ball back. Look at the sidestep. He went around Chris Paul like he was standing still. Oh my God, the veteran just got Luka Magic. Oh my God, with the he did with the head fake and got an easy dish off to the cutting Dorian Finney-Smith, coming out the big end and a throw down by Dwight Powell, the superhuman leaper in the paint. That's just fantastic. Oh, great pass. Great look away. Even on that play, Luka Doncic was a decoy. Dorian Finney-Smith, he realizes this, dives right to the hole for the easy throwdown. He said, give it back to my boy. Let me go and set it up at the top of the key. Oh, crossover. Go right through. And one. Finally getting a good call. We should have been got like 3 or 4 fouls earlier during the day. That's why he got that mean look on his face. Coming down, same thing. Pick and roll with Kleber at the top. He says, I'm going to pass it to a wide open Jalen Brunson. And the knockdown seems like a repeat from earlier in the game.
I mean, he came in there and he had some nice highlight moves through the legs, and he was showing out. He was acting a fool. But see, the problem with that is they've got a history of sucking in the second quarter. I don't know if that's because he's overplaying the starters in the first quarter, or they're coming back in cold, but whatever it is, they consistently get outscored in the second quarter, and that's when the game gets lost. And sometimes they heat back up and they try to come back, at the end of the third and fourth quarter, but it's just a little bit too little, too late, and they just run out of time. It's consistently like every game. I do know that Dirk has sometimes been playing too many minutes. He only played 10 minutes this game. That creates a problem for him because he can play no defense at all. And because he just sits on the three-point line, he doesn't attribute any rebounds, any assists, no steals, and no blocks. He's just up there to shoot three-pointers, and that's pretty much it. And occasionally take somebody down on the box. But other than that, but if you keep him at 10 minutes, it's okay because Powell should pick up those extra minutes. Speaking of extra minutes, they re-signed Salah Mejri. They had let him go because they wanted to do the trade and they needed a roster spot. But they picked him back up. And he should definitely help out when they play some of the bigger guys in the league like Joel Embiid or something like that. Because we don't want them to get overwhelmed like they did against the Portland Trailblazers and Yusuf Nurkic. So that's good. He's in the system already. Should be no problems. A seamless fit. He should be reintegrated really easy into the offense and to the game plan as a whole. But he's really got to nail down these rotations and the minutes. Stop playing Devin Harris. Stop playing this guy. He can't be in the long-term future plans. I mean, Brokoff he's got a guaranteed contract for next year. Play him. Play him with Trey Burke continuously. The same minute allotment, so they can get used to playing with each other. Okay, just like Devin Harris and J.J. Barea got used to playing with each other. You've got listen. Powell, you want them to play all those minutes together so they can continue to get better together and play Justin Jackson. He played 11 minutes. Guy's like 21 years old. What are we doing? What are we doing? There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's absurd. It's absurd. Doesn't make any sense at all. Brokoff played like 4 minutes or something like. It's just stupid. Just really stupid. Devin Harris, like he's really contributing. He's a big time factor playing 14 minutes. That doesn't make any sense at all. No rhyme or reason. I mean, there's no justification for it. Those are one of the main reasons. When you don't have consistency in your rotations and your lineups, let me tell you what happens. People you don't run offense because I don't know where to be. I don't know what position I'm playing. I don't really know the plays or how they should react depending on who's on the floor, and that's a problem. That's why in the second quarter it all starts to fall apart because different people are playing with each other and they don't know what to do. So they start playing ISO ball. And Luka Doncic comes back into the game. He sees these guys can't do anything, so there's a lot more ISO, and it's dribbling. And he makes these spectacular moves, but when he's doing that, and I know from watching Kobe Bean Bryant do it all the time, people start watching. Especially people on the same team, they start watching this guy instead of playing with him, and that's the problem. They stop running offense. You've got to run offense. You gotta run offense. Great players can get shots on their own. How many great players do they have on the team right now? Exactly. So if Luka Doncic is getting his own shot, everybody else is struggling. They're not eating. They're starving over there because they need to run an offense to be effective. And that's the problem with the Dallas Mavericks. You're not running offense, and you got people that pressing. Luka Doncic, he's got to press to try to get these buckets and try to match, what the Houston Rockets are doing. Then there's no more passes. Everyone's standing around, and then eventually people throw the ball away. They had twice as many turnovers as the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets always be throwing away the ball. Always. Man, James Harden, he can love them apple turnovers. He be giving them away. They're free at the game, man. He get like 6 or 7 a game. He's out of line. But no one says anything because he's got like 36 points and 8 rebounds and 8 assists. But them turnovers are crucial. They had twice as many turnovers as the Rockets. That's the main reason they lost the game. Man, the Rockets had like almost 3 times as many steals as the Dallas Mavericks. When you don't know who you're going to play with and you can't get consistent rotations, not only does the offense suffer, but the defense suffers. So they were aggressive. The Rockets were aggressive on defense. They knew what they had to do, and they disrupted that. They were putting hands in the face of Luka Doncic, putting body on him. There were some fouls that weren't called, but they were like daring anybody else to beat it. Oh, we dare anybody else to beat us. And they were just keying in on and it was a problem. He threw up a couple of air balls. I mean, that's what happens when you have to overwork yourself to try to get these super difficult shots. When you just use your body up, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Like, man, I need some help. But that's the problem with them. That caused Luka Doncic to shoot like 41% from the field, which is not good. And you would say, well, keep the turnover down. He had like 5 turnovers and only had like 8 assists. That's a lot, but no, that's not a 2-to-1 ratio. So he had way too many turnovers and he shot a low percentage. And that's a double whammy. We cannot win games like that. I mean, he still had a pretty good game, but he was just overexerting himself. And Rick Carlisle didn't offer him any help. He refuses to go with a consistent lineup, and that's the reason why the Mavericks unfortunately lost this game to these Houston Rockets. But you know who is consistent? Hopefully I am. If you believe that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, say alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you ain't already, make sure and follow me on my 2 Twitter handles. I make sure and respond to all your wonderful comments and tweets. And if you want to support the channel financially, just go and send $1 to the Cash App. The link is in the description box right underneath the title of the video. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. Holla.